Hey, how's it going? Coach Kyle here, and welcome to video 2 in my series for new vegans, vegetarians. If you missed video 1, check it out after this video. I'll link to it at the end here, but starting in video 2 here will be a-okay. So in video 1, I talked about definitions and having a good reason on going vegetarian or vegan or plant-based. I'll just say plant-based from here on out. Today in this video number 2, I want to talk about how it doesn't have to be complicated. 3 examples on how going vegetarian or vegan doesn't have to be complicated. And thankfully in 2021 we're being plant-based is becoming more normal. There are more options out there. I can go to Blaze Pizza 2 miles away and I can order a fully vegan pizza. Heck, Pizza Hut now has vegan pizza except for the cheese. They don't have vegan cheese yet. When people find out that I'm vegetarian or vegan and I don't eat animal products at all, sometimes they're like, oh my god, what do you eat? And my answer is, I eat everything else. And what I find ironic about this question is that the people who are asking me, or they can't fathom not eating steak and hot dogs, etc., they don't even know what else I would eat. They're the ones at like Subway or Blaze Pizza. They get a pizza, they get sauce, cheese, and pepperoni. And my pizza is this tall and it has everything on it, but well, it has cheese, has vegan chorizo. I order basically everything except meat and onions, and my pizza's huge. And so it's kind of ironic in my mind that the folks who are not sure what I eat as a vegan or vegetarian are the ones who, in my opinion, have the limited diet. So talking about it not being complicated, one of the easiest ways, and especially as a beginner maybe, on going vegetarian or vegan is to simply swap out your typical non-plant-based foods for plant-based alternatives. So the first thing I want to show you is milk. And you've definitely seen like plant-based vegan, what are these? This is organic oat blend, water, organic whole grain oats. So this is oat milk. You can get soy, almond, cashew, rice milk. So a simple way to cut out milk from your diet is to simply start buying these plant-based milks instead. Next up we have eggs. Eggs are in pretty much everything sometimes, and pancakes, etc. And a simple way to cut out egg intake is to use flax. And right on, this is Bob's Red Mill, and right on the back here it says vegan egg replacer. Combine 1 tablespoon of this flaxseed meal and 3 tablespoons water for each egg needed. Let sit for 5 minutes before adding to your recipe. So again, I love pancakes, and my pancake recipe is not a vegan recipe, but I simply use an egg replacer instead of the eggs, and it's a vegan pancake recipe. And that's true with a lot of things. With lasagna, for example, you can make vegan lasagna, just don't use cheese, or use a cheese alternative, use a vegan cheese. They're fine, they're getting better. Check out this video actually for a taste test that my wife and I did. It was fun, a taste test with, we put vegan cheese on crackers and on grilled cheese, and we did a taste test. So I think you'll find that funny, check that out, and the vegan cheese has come a long way in the last few years. And then there's protein, of course. If you're a upcoming future plant-based eater, or you are a new one and you've probably been told or read or heard about oh, you don't get your protein or all the amino acids, I'm going to tell you, don't worry about it. But again, not making it complicated. So if you've been a weightlifter or you've had whey protein shakes before, my go-to protein is Anthony's pea protein. It's 8 grams of protein per tablespoon, and there's a single ingredient, and it is vegetable pea protein isolate. All they do is they simply remove the starch and fiber content of yellow peas and then grind them into a fine powder. That's it. It's easy, it's simple. So, and that's what I wanted to talk about today is you think, oh my gosh, what am I gonna eat if I don't eat vegetarian or vegan? If you just wanna start off and make it as simple as possible, buy alternatives. Morning Star, Impossible Burgers, Beyond Burgers, corn, with a Q, corn. They're not entirely like the healthiest options, but they're good for the cows. I think they're better for the environment, and they're probably a little better for your health as well than just there's like hot dogs. Like, buy the vegan hot dogs if you want to be vegan. Now, don't go full junkatarian on us, but again, especially early on in this kind of journey, keeping it simple is going to help with that success going forward. And if you have to just go to the frozen food section and get the frozen vegan pizza and the frozen Morning Star, burgers, that's fine. I think the cows would probably agree, if they could agree with you, that it's gonna be a good start and it's gonna be beneficial. And even me, as a 12-year vegetarian vegan, I still get the Morning Star stuff once in a while. I don't do it nearly as much as I used to, but I still buy that stuff once in a while. And I think for you as a beginner plant-based eater, it's fine. It's totally the way to go. Don't feel bad about buying frozen veggie burgers. They taste good, and I think they're good for you. They're good for the environment, and ethically, I think it's the way to go. So that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments on keeping a plant-based diet as simple as possible, drop questions or comments below. I love having little discussions. I'll also link in the show notes to the Plant-Based Runners Unite group on Facebook. If you're on Facebook and a runner, check that community out. It's a really awesome community. So now that this video is over, check out video number 1 in the series, where I talk about definitions and having a good reason on going plant-based. And check out video 2. I'll link to it straight away after this video here. Thanks for watching. And as always, plant-based runners unite.